Are you spraying?
Huh?
You think when I should start?
Yeah, I just said I was.
We ought to change jeans, don't you?
I'll be alright. I won't be spraying for a while.
All right.
Right, a little something different from me. I've been videoing all my live builds. Well, not live, they're recorded for a long while. Hello, Nick. How you doing, mate? And I've decided it'd be better to build this live rather than record it. So I've never built a car before. The paintwork's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be alcladified. I'm not too bad, mate. Busy, but all good as it goes. So it's going to be, I mean, questions and whatever, I don't mind. We're all up for it. We've got ourselves set up for this. I've never built a car before. Well, I have when I was a child, but this is new to me. So I thought, yeah, we'll build it, see how we turn out, have a bit of fun with it, do it in some Alclad special paint, do something a little bit different with the paintwork. It will be ordinary inside. I was going to light it, but I decided this is the first one I shan't. But we'll go for it and see what we look at. So, as you can see, it is new. It's all in the box. So, we're literally going to start on it and go for the instructions as it says. I don't know how to build it. It's a plane. I build it in sub-assemblies. So, I don't really know how we're going to go with this. People are texting me already. It just says the body. It looks completely odd to me. But hey ho, we should be good. See what it says, see what it does, and have a look. And I'm going to try and I'm going to go as long as the battery on the camera lets me. Quite literally. So that's what we're going to do. Right, so we have the body. Most of the other sprues are still sealed as such. So I'll go get them out of the bags. Do apologise for this. Normally I'd be more prepared, but company this afternoon and what have you, and then a late dinner. So I'll go from there. Right. Here we go. So 3 main sprues, which can sit over here, out of view. Let's see what it says to do. So, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, what have I let myself in for? But that's going to be neat. I'm wondering whether I paint this straight away and then go on to the other parts, or thinking I can touch that in itself later on. So that's A, that's C, that's B. Okay, so we want sprue E, which is clear. So those parts are not going on quite yet. Although I guess we could we do that with them? This is, like I said, this is, am I? There you go. It should be better, Nick. Is that better, mate? Looks all right on my computer. Depends how YouTube are taking it, to be honest. It should be in high def, to be honest. So this is no different than what I normally do at that. Right, so, ooh, blimey. So we'll go A for A5. Blimey, this is beyond me, to be honest. B, A, B, C. Let's put them in order so I know. There we go. Okay. Right, so we have our extra thin. We have our flory swipers. We have our Tamiya cutters somewhere. And we're going to go for it. So we have A15, A14. So it's these two. So level our sprue cutters up where they should go. Now that was 15, which is the right. We'll put that on the right because I'm useless with left and right. And then on the left hand, so a couple of swipes with a stick just to get rid of any nasty that's going to get in the way on both. Just using what he calls a medium skinny stick, which to me is quite rough. But as I don't have many fine ones at the moment, so this was the right hand side. So I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. So this should be quite interesting for me anyway. Be boring as anything for most people, I'd have thought. Help. What have I done? Get the Picara out. Do that instead. Ah, it's that way. Fill. This is pretty awkward, to say the least. Does that go in there like that? No. This is odd to me. So how does this settle in? Pictures, pictures, pictures. Oh, that's the inside of it. That's why I'm trying to be too clever already. Doodly-doo. See, we can all get muddled. So it's that forward. And that on there. That just doesn't sit right for me. Because I'm a fool and didn't put it in right, I guess. Confucius say, get the Picara out and do that instead. This is a weird, weird thing to fit. Please excuse me if I'm being thick. Because, like I said, I've never built a car before. So this is completely and utterly different to me. And to be truthful, it's already doing my head in. I hate you, Fred Flintstone. So how on earth does this fit in here? Am I being stupid? If any of you guys know how to build cars, tell me, because I ain't got a clue. And I'm at the moment losing the plot for the first bit. This is bonkers. Oh, Phil, that way for starters. And that goes inboard, so it goes like that. Ah, Still can't see how it fits in. Am I just being thick? Or is this such a pain? It's making me look a right fool, isn't it? In reality, it shouldn't be that hard. You better go and get it then, Nick, and sort me out, I think. Because this is doing my tree in already. I only just started on it. It says... Right, that's the right-hand side. So to me, that's the right-hand side. It goes in there. But there's nowhere for it to glue to. Oh, please let me do an aeroplane. I know how that works. There'll be certain people laughing their little socks off at the moment because some idiots can't do his job. Right, having another look. Kit as shown doesn't show me anything. To be truthful. Let's leave those things a minute and go on to something a little bit different and do the front spats. A4 and 5. So let's see if we can get something to fit, and then I'll come back to that rather than make myself look a fool. Get out of the loft, mate. Tell me how that bit fits, because that's crazy. Take that off. The other one just on there. Now, let's see if we can get something to actually fit, shall we? And how it goes. Right, here we are. So, I need that bit. That sits up. I thought I knew how to build kits. Obviously not. Cars are a minefield. Already, I've decided. Right, how do we do this? Okie dokie. Right, I'm looking at the screen. Look at the instructions, Mark. Right, so that bit is like that. Goes on that side. That goes into there. Ah. Ooh, I've got a bit to fit. Let's put that down. Write that down. We have an injection mark. We'll leave that because now on my luck, that'll be the bit I mess up with. That fits absolutely lovely. Hello, Richard. It is, mate. I haven't got a clue what I'm doing, if I'm totally honest. I've never built a car before, since I was about 6. So we're going to have a go. I see what that is now. I said I want to build it. I'm going to build this straight out of the box, but with a bit of a different type of paint finish. Something a little bit odd. So that's what I'm going to do. And trying to get glue everywhere. Clean that bit up. This is the scoops on the front, the bits that suck the air through and into the engine. So just run a bit of glue around everything to keep it nicely in place, making sure that the fit is good, which is perfect because it's Tamiya and it's a new tool. So we've actually got some bits in, looking good. Right, if you do what I do sometimes. Oh, cheers, fella. I'll have a quick butcher's. Just got a little bit of glue on the top, so that dries almost immediately. So we'll just polish that out straight away. For some reason, white don't look good. Yeah, just got it. I've got a newer one here which is cleaner. That has done some work in its time, bless it. That's better. So just polish that up. Give it a quick polish. There you go. It's going to be painted shortly anyway. And I want to just... Where is that? There. Make sure that glues into place. Great stuff. Right. Excuse me a second. Oh, right. Let's see what young Nick has sent me. Quick. Oh, talk to Richard. You send it on Messenger, fella? Because I ain't got it. I don't know who you sent it to. But it ain't come through at me yet, mate. Right, so this time I think I know what I'm doing. I think we're coming. Haha, I sussed up. No, I haven't. This is just a little bit sneaky, if you ask me. Because it's got to go that way up. And am I just being stupid? Because this just doesn't fit any way I put it. And knowing Tamiya, they're pretty good. So it's got to be me being the fill. Oh yeah, it is, Richard. It's not so much the candy, it's the base that's going underneath it. I'm going to give it a little something different. Something that... Oh, you fool. Of course it is. Trying to be too clever. Like that. Yeah, it's going to have... special paintwork, as it's about the only thing I can do extra to it. So we'll give it like that. That's very, very different. I quite like the way that fit. So I sussed it at last. Just to put a bit of glue in just to get it started. And then that lays in there. Yeah, Freddie's and me to do something like this. So I thought, yeah, I'll have a go. You never know. It may work out. It may not. It may end up in the bin. But I doubt it. All right. Let's see if it's come up this time, Nick. I think I got it right this time. No, nothing to me, mate. Messenger. No, unless you text my phone. So we're away with the mixer. Just to hold it on there. That fits in a treat. Now I got it the right way out. A little bit of reinforcement glue there, and on the top side for the join. Waiting to be picked up by me. It's buffering a bit, isn't it? They've had problems across the road with the internet today, so I'm hoping it's going to stay good. We'll just have to see. Let's just have a quick gander. See what's going on. Yeah, it's using a lot of... That'll come down. Whoop. Kick the camera. Yeah, so we've got the insides of the... what do you call it, on there. And we can fit the glazing on the outside when we need to. That's easy enough. Right, so moving on. We're putting on the back headlights, which don't need to go on quite yet, thank goodness. So we've got our rear of our car, GT40. Now, why tomorrow I want to put sprue gates on the outside of a kit which is highly polished, I will never know. So this is our rear bumper with the tail light section, with loads of sprue gates right where you don't want them, which normally won't matter if you were just painting that, but what I want to do, I need a polished finish. So I'll give you some idea of what I'm going to be up to. Yeah, that's the sprue gates all off. This is the rear, and it should fit on just like so, and it does, and it looks a treat. But let's put some more glue into that just to hold up. So this is, yep, yeah, I'm still waiting, mate. Should be here pretty soon, I believe. They're pretty good normally. I think what it is, they were probably stuck in the Suez Canal, mate, to be honest. They reckon that's going to be three to 4 months before it all gets back to normal again. So, you know, what can you do, really? Hello, Stephen. Yeah, I reckon that is in the sewers, buddy. Yeah, I cracked it. That's me being thick. That was upside down. So I don't know what I'm looking at. If that's a plane, I can tell you which each part goes to. I wish I'd have done the Picara live now. So we're just going to do this for an hour tonight. I might do another hour tomorrow night. But I see Fred's on his live as well tonight. So normally I wouldn't have even thought about it. But I did say I'd do it first. And then Fred decided to go live as well tonight. Yeah, we got it. That looks absolutely superb, to be honest. See if I can do all this and get the body shell done, then we can paint it. I'm not going to go by the colour codes because it don't matter anymore. Yeah, so I've actually glued some bits together. Yay! Go me. And then we've got A10 at the front. It's a big part. I can see where people like cars. It's just large parts. Sorry about the buffering, guys. Like I said, the internet's been playing up around here today. I had thought twice about coming on live. It's spot on, Richard. Absolutely spot on. The fit is good. Where the sprue gates are is not so good because you're constantly going to have to polish all these up where they go. I know it's only a couple of swipes with a Flory skinny stick, but he calls them skinny stick. I can't believe that, but I just don't know why. They know that these kits are going to be in a polished situation, so why would you do that? It's my only complaint, but then I like complaining. It's like your kit with the we say the Bombay or the door wheel bays. I've got loads of marks in them. Oops. Right, so that goes there. And let's just check the fit before I go for it. Got the actual wheel housings at the back. So I just need to check that. This is typical Tamiya. It does fit. It might just be me being a fool, to be honest. Like now, for instance, when I'm trying to fit it with some of the sprue gates still on it. I think I should take up ballet dancing or something. That's modelling it for me. That's better. That's better, Mark. Oh, that's nice. Oh, I like that shape. So certainly not colour, guys. If you say the right colour, I'll tell you. But until you do, I shan't. So the fit is perfect, Richard. It's just me being an idiot. That isn't. So we're just a little bit around. It's a little bit. It fits, but it's not a great solid. Ooh, see what I mean? You put a little bit too much pressure on. It's one of those things where you've got to be a little bit finesse, and I don't have a lot of that. But that's getting there. It's starting to look a bit better now. I'm so used to squeezing things, and I'm just fitting and not being any issues. But that's on. I just want that joint to be good and be spot on. It's fiddly to the point where perhaps I'm getting a little bit over zealous in my older age, and I want it to fit perfect first time, but it's not going to do that. It looks okay to me. So I'll just make sure we got it all in place and that bit is solid, which it is now. It's not very often I take a long while to line things up. Being an aircraft, I just sand and fill it and that'll be done. But being a car and being a GT40, the panels have got to line up exactly. Otherwise they're going to look odd. It's looking. I'm happy with that at the moment. Right, it wants me to put other parts in, but I'm not going to do that. I can fit them in at any time with a pair of tweezers after the body shell's been sprayed. So that basically is that all I'm going to do for now on that bit. Let that dry a little while. And we have, hello, someone called. Nick Cross. There you go. I just come through this minute, Nick, if you're still there. Nicholas. Nick. Downloading photo. Hey? That's odd. Yeah, it is. I like the size of it. I mean, it looks the business. But I think I already know why I don't do many car kits. It might have been better to super glue that. But there you go. Right, so we have E18, E19. Which is quite large bits, to be honest. E18, oh, because I say that's clear parts. That's going to be the lights, so I don't want them yet. A17 and A16. Okay. A17. Well, I'm going to do live, so we can. I'm going to do it an hour at a time, and we're going to do it live and see how many hours it takes to do it. Are we gone silly again? Sorry about the glitching. That is basically my internet is playing me up something rotten tonight. So I'm just going to do it for an hour. I was going to do 2, but we're going to do an hour tonight because of the internet. So I apologise about the glitchiness. That'll come back in a minute. That's coming down now. Okay, so that's that bit. Right, now, where did they go? Let's see if we can put them on. We've got to paint them. That goes at the back here. So which side is it? Here we go again. Same problem as before. So these are the sills. Sorry about that. I have to put up with that, I'm afraid. Right, so how do these go? With these being the sills. Okay, that way. Okay. I'm learning slowly, but I'm learning. Right, that's got to go like that. Okay, so Can't go there, can it? Nah. So it's got to go. Ah. This is such a learning curve. Ah. Perfect fit there. Okay. Right. It's got a huge, great windscreen, mate. They always do. They're flat and long. It's mahoosive, to be honest. That goes in like that. Okay. Oops, hang on. That's it. Take that off the old hoofra doofra. And that fits in lovely. It does fit very, very, very well so far. It should do. I think we said that was a 2019 kit. So it should fit great. Just to make sure that the sills are perfect. Perfectly aligned. Like that. Like that. I like that. I do like that. That's cool. Okay, other side. And again, in. Surprised Dudley ain't been up yet because I've got no compressor on. So he likes to come and get involved when there's no compressor. With a compressor on, he doesn't tend to come in for some reason. Right. And again, get that in position. So that's the sills sorted and in. Starting to like this. I love this car. I've always loved the GT40. Whether it be in race trim or road trim. I mean, an original GT40 now is going to cost millions. I mean, these are a lot of money. And they don't work properly. Ask Mr. Clarkson. But they still look absolutely gorgeous. And they are a cracking looking car. For a Ford, anyway. That's my opinion. Not everybody's. I just think they're great. So that's looking good. Right. What I'll try and do is I'm going to treat it like they would in a factory. So I'm going to spray it specifically just the body to begin with. I haven't decided what to do on the inside quite yet. That'll be a little bit different as well. But so they could be sprayed separately. So we'll get them off. Yeah, what we're going to do is the inside's going to be slightly different. And the outside's going to be a completely different thing for me anyway. So let's just see. ABC. Oh, so we have a bit of silver, which will obviously be repainted. 22 and 19. So what I do when I'm going to spray something, let's make sure it's the right bits first. 22 and 19. Yeah. Just literally take one sprue gate off because I know these are going to be internal. And these will be sprayed completely different colour to what they are already. And then take your sprue gate off when I find it. There it is. Not that I'll ever be seen, because this goes up inside the air intakes. So just take the sprue gates off. Clean them up. And then we have our trusty pegs to spray them. So there we go. There's one. There's two. Now, just before I forget, the GWHF15 is still sitting here ready to go. It just needs to be glued. Nick Cross. Nick, has it just come through? I told you the internet was bad here tonight. Just says download and photo. Doesn't come down at all, Nick. So, right, the next parts are all the headlights, and they're all C aluminium, so they'll all have to be sprayed. Okay. The Schweinwerfer is headlights in German. Okay. Right. So the headlights are quite a large configuration, which is a bonus. So the body is basically there. It does need some cleaning up. So we'll just do that quick. Get rid of glue marks. And I do want this to be nice and shiny, as I said. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to get out a brand new polishing stick, which I have two of, just for this build. No, internet's crap, mate. Is tonight, mate, I'm afraid. So polish that up. Getting in everywhere, just to keep the polish finish. So that's both my home website, my home internet, and my mobile is poo. Oh no, because that's hooked up to the internet at the moment, so it's absolutely useless. Okay, so that's a bit better. Anywhere else? A little bit there. Just polish that around. My thoughts are, if you polish it up as you go, you don't miss anything. So that's basically the framework. And then we start on the headlights. Great. So we've got C42, that bit. For one side. C41 for the other. Then we have C37, which is this bit. Which goes with 41. Hope I got that right. So 38 goes with the other side. And we have C40, which is this piece. What's the bet? And I've messed that up. I must say there's no flash on these, any of these parts. So if it don't fit, it's down to me and no one else. So quick swipe, clean them up. This is parts of the headlights. I think what I'll do next time, I'll have the instructions ahead of me, so that's easier for you guys to see what I'm doing. I know you can see that I'm just cleaning up stuff, but okay, right. Now, how do they work? Right, so we have this piece. Do we? No, that's on the bottom. So this piece can't be. It's got to be that bit. Right. It sits on there, does it? No. I'd do anything for you, Richard, but that London bus, no. I got this right. This is so fiddly. I'm not used to fiddly stuff like this. Ah, because I got the wrong piece. That helps. Then that's the wrong way up. Oh, there we go. Where did that go? There it is. So that goes in there, like so. Hello, Steve. And it's very difficult. My eyes aren't brilliant. I do wear glasses, but my eyes are not particularly good, and doing it a long way away from me with the camera isn't brilliant. But that one's in. Leave that for a few seconds. This bit. And that fits. I got the same trouble this side. Nope. We're in. That was easy. It's just a case of working everything out for me, I think, more than anything. I'll go back to this bit because the glue should have settled by now. Let's see which way this one works. That goes on like a cover. Like so. This is an odd way of working things, if you ask me. Definitely goes on that way, yeah. I should have built the Picara. I knew I should have built the Picara. There you go. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, they say, I believe. Okay, so that is now ready to paint. So I'll settle that one down. And this bit, other side. How these people make their cars look so good, I don't know. I'm sort of, I thought it was an easy build, but obviously not. Okay, so that goes on there like so. That's better. Touch and flow. Touch and flow. Don't get covered in sticky finger marks. There we go. That's 2 insides of the headlights done. Oh, there's more bits turned. Fantastic. Oh, I see. That's the bulbs. Huh. Huh. Yeah, okay. Because that's E's. So that can't be done until that's painted. Then we have more parts of the highlights, more parts of the headlights, rather, in black. So these will have to be painted, obviously, because there'll be the reflections inside it. So we have, let's go with the flow, as they say. We'll leave the E's until it's been painted. So B11, bit of a shiny bit. B11, that side. B10, the other side, there. So B11, B17, B17. There you go. I am building an airplane. Yeah, first time building a car for me as well, Steve. So this is all brand spanky new to me. I'm going to build the Bacara. Whether that be a photo build or just a video build, I'm not 100% sure yet, to be truthful. The way this car is going, that could end up anything, to be honest. B17, B22. That one. No, never built a car before. Well, I have built cars, like I said before, in my very, very early days when I was about 7 or 8. I had a Maserati Indy, and it was one of the most beautiful cars I can ever remember. And if I remember correctly, it went together amazingly well. Hence, that's why I was interested in doing this. But I forgot how fiddly they are. That's not a complaint. It's just me being a tart. So I'm trying to get rid of all these sprue marks. Is okay. Oops, that goes with that side. I'm not going to let this beat me though, because I don't think that'd be right. It's not a cheap kit. I think it's about 40 quid. So Mr. Bun bought it for me, as he does all my kits, bless his heart. So this one's, well, I'm going to say Telford 2022 be on display, because I don't think it's going to happen this year, whether we like it or not. I don't know if I'll be confident enough to go. I'm sure Richard won't be, and I don't blame him. It's going to be one of those years, I think we're going to have to write it off and start again next. The way India is at the minute as well, whether that's going to spread to here again, I don't know, but everybody's got their vaccination sorted and everything else, so let's hope that goes right. Okay, right, here we go. Oops, keep them over there. So I've got me inside of my headlights there. So we have this piece. Here we go again. That piece. Oh, along the tracks. Really? You are having a giggle, mate. Or is it this piece? think this kit is going to really do. Yeah, I wouldn't mind building one of those. That's sort of more Glenn's job than mine, thank goodness. Glenn's thing, I should say. So if I have that like that, this bit, what's this bit? Ah, goes. Oh, I was going to try to build the wrong side, you fool. Let's do the other side so it matches up so I can see what I'm actually doing. Yeah, I quite fancy a JPS. I mean, I live near Norwich, which is the home of Lotus, so it would have to be a Lotus Formula 1 car, wouldn't it? If I'm honest. So how does that work? Ah, it goes in like that. I see, said the blind man. Oh, it don't meet, it just fits in. Okay. This is ultimately fiddly. And it's big. These bits are big, and yet I'm still struggling. See, that bit's got to go in there like so. So that bit goes on that side. Hang on. Let's line these up so they look perfect. Like that. This is this side. No? Yeah. You really don't understand how fiddly this is. Or am I getting these widths around the wrong way? There's a possibility. Ah. Ha. Teach me to have the wrong ones out, won't it? Fool. I mixed them up. There's a tip. Don't mix your bits up. So that bit goes onto there. That fits. Glue's good. Sits in there to the front. And actually fits now. Right, let's find the right bit to fit into this bit. Wrong bit. Right bit. Haha. Amazing when it works. That don't work like that. Yeah, I'm getting ready to throw it. Nah, just kidding. That's the bit I want. Yes, and that fits there. It says it goes right up to that corner. It doesn't that way. Sorry, Craig. Had a few issues at work and I had to work late. I did put it on the page, on the Alclad page. I'm just trying to think what you asked me about. Give me another shout. What were you looking for, Craig? Because what I'll do, I'll make sure on Wednesday I do it and we'll get it sorted. I do apologise. Work's busy. Ah, there we go. Work is busy. So I had to do it this week. Ah, brilliant. Yeah. Well, what I'll do you know how to apply the black base? Do you know how to do that? If you do, I'll just I'll pre-spray something, and then we'll go straight into it like that. That's better. I see. The chrome on the black is quite easy. As long as your black base is absolutely flat, but it needs to be misted on at about 8 psi. I haven't got anything sprayed at the moment, or have I? I could just do it quickly with, just to show you. I got here. That's got some, what do you call it, over it, but that will come up. Just put, oh yeah, the speckly chrome. Yeah, normally with speckled chrome, it's because it's been sprayed just that little bit too heavy. So that's what you're doing. It does really need to be misted on. What we got? I've got another 10 minutes, so I'll just quickly do this. If I polish this up, this has got some purple underneath it. Well, not purple, but some candy. Let me just put these two bits out of the way. I'll do them off camera in a minute. Let's turn the comp on. These will all be sprayed later on anyway. And if we move the booklet out of the way, get my chrome, bear with me. Right. So this is quite a polished finish now. And it's the Edard plastic that was dimply. So once I can see the lights shining, that'll be fine. Right. So that's smooth. It's not black, but it will give you an idea. So let's just put a bit of towel down. It's a new mat for the live, simply because with the grids on it, it shows up. So I'll keep that clean. The airbrush. What airbrush we got plugged in? Nothing. Typical. Okay, right. Let's hope the brush is clean. Yep. Working well. So I've got a 0.2 needle in my Iwata HPC Plus. I've got alkali chrome, which is, I can't remember what it is now. This is a different bottle. So it's 107. Get rid of the dust. What we'll do, put these out of the way for a few minutes. And I've got the tiniest amount in the airbrush. I've got about 8 psi. Now, what I think is happening with yourself, Craig, is this. You're blowing it on like you would paint. Like that. So you're blowing it on and it's becoming speckled. So all you want to do with the chrome is just literally just a very, very fine mist coat. And that'll just bring the chrome up. I mean, this wasn't the best base for this. It's slightly gone a bit weird because of the base, but so you've got your chrome. It's now a chrome finish. It's not bright, literally because it was not on a black base. So I'll just clean this airbrush out. So don't, when I say paint it on, what I mean is, if you're used to acrylics, you tend to blast stuff because you're using 25 psi, it's high as anything, and it's going to go white and speckly. So, I mean, over that, looks, you can see the difference between what I've sprayed there and the actual chrome part here. And I could do with just a little bit more just to get the base up. There you go. Right, let me just clean that out so I don't forget, which is something that I tend to do now and again. Anybody think I'm trying to get away from the car? Huh. Here we go again. Right, that's the hour up. Hey, time flies when you're having fun. So, quick. Blow back just to give it a clean up. I know you shouldn't, but I like to do it. So that's clean. Right, now we have our chrome. Now all you want is something to polish it with. Now you can use 12,000 grade micro mesh. You can use one of these Flory's polishing sticks, which are absolutely fabulous. I don't like promoting him, but that's the way it is. He makes the best sticks that I know of, and I've used them from day one. So all you're going to do, you saw how long ago I painted this, so all we're going to do is just polish it. Using the, I'm not going to use this blue side because that's quite rough, but this, the white side is just like a leather buffer. You just want to buffer it. You don't want to push down. You let the sand, or the sander stick, the polisher do the work, and just polish it up. And I can see my face in it, which isn't good. But the piece that you've got, if you want to clean yours up, hello Fredo, just go over it a few times with the blue side. But because this is that horrible plastic, just polish it up. Do you use them, Richard? So as you can see, if this was a flat plastic, that would just be a mirror finish, which is what we're looking for. There you go. Perfect metal. That's what I do, Craig. That's the only thing you need to do, mate. So if you're still there, fella, there's your job. Right. So now that you joined me, Fred, I'm now quitting, mate. You give it a go, Craig. Let me know how you get on, and we'll go from there. If you still need help, I'll do it properly. What I'll do for Wednesday night, I'll prepare a proper black gloss base, and we'll go over it again, and we'll get it correct. This is on that plastic. It's an old Edard 148 kit, and it's their original one, and it's got really rough texture to it. It should be polished up before you even apply gloss black base because it just doesn't look right. It's horrible. Anyway, I've got to do those two headlights first, and then I'm going to go, because it's Saturday night, and this is all Fred's fault. I hate him already. Fred, I've got a new phone number, mate. I'll give you a text later, and you, Richard. So, right, let's get this right. I can't believe you make me do this card, Fred. I hate you with a vengeance at a minute. What headlight in? This worked quicker than they did the first time round. So these will have to be chromed. They won't be chromed on cam. Well, they will be on camera. Not quite yet. Yeah, you're probably right, mate. It's not that. I'm out of my comfort zone. Ah, yeah, you won't when you work, mate. I found that. My production went down so far, it was ridiculous. That's perfect there. So this will be chromed. You ain't missed nothing, Fred, apart from me swearing and cursing and getting confused, which I'm good at anyway. But we got the body together, son. So I'm pleased with that so far. Gonna let that dry. I'll come back. It's good, done it. I'm quite pleased with that. I love the GT40. If you'd have said any other car, I would have bothered. 56 quid. Yeah, 156 quid. If you'd have said do the Mustang or anything like that, I wouldn't have done it. But as it was a GT40 and it's one of my favourite cars anyway, I thought I'd have a go at it. So it's coming together after a bit of swearing. But there you go. Anyway, that's me done. Thanks, guys, for watching. Sorry I've bored you to tears. But this is going to stay on the bench. I'll decal up the weapons for this beast tomorrow. She's looking nice. She's still very shiny. So I'll decal her up. Decal up the munitions. Get her built probably tomorrow afternoon and finished. And then it'll be full on every live build with the car when I'm up the desk. That'll be live. So wish me luck. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Do appreciate it. And I'll speak to you all soon. Cheers, Richard. Cheers, Fred. Cheers, Nick. Everybody about. Thank you. See you later.